yourself
and always aim high.
Wishing you all a very
Happy Women's Day!
Hello everyone, welcome to our special Women's Day episode of Campus Chat at St. Anthony High School. Today we have an inspiring guest, Mrs. Elizabeth Parme, who is Regional Head of ETS India. She started her journey from a small town and now she leads an organization helping thousands of students to study abroad and achieve their dreams. Please welcome Mrs. Parme. Thank you so much, Shri, and thank you so much, Raj, to invite me here. And special thanks to Jaswant, who kind of insisted me to be here. And I'm really, really, really happy to be here. And of course, this is my first podcast with kids, and I think I'm equally nervous. We are nervous too. Yes, I understand.
Women's Day is all about celebrating women, their hard work, and their dreams. So, before we get into all the exciting part of your journey, let's start from the very beginning. So, you were born in Ambernath, a very small town, and now you're leading ETS India as a regional head. So, can you tell us how did your journey shape who you are today?
Oh, that's a very long story though. Uh, but I would like to briefly tell you also. Yes, I was born in Ambernath and I was brought up. So I was actually staying or living in Ulhasnagar at till 1989. So 12 years I've spent in Ulhasnagar, Ambernath. And I studied in Fatima High School till my 6th grade. So post that, yes, earlier it was when I started my journey over here in the school, we definitely had a good time. Uh, to get admission in Fatima High School, I still remember my mom sometimes tells us the story that she had to stand in the queue for 4 to 5 hours to get the admission form, and they had to line up early in the morning because Fatima High School was one of the good schools out here. But right now, I'm so happy that I am over here where St. Anthony's is definitely a wonderful school, right? And it makes me feel so proud that, yes, down the line, like 20, 30 years down the line, things have developed so much. I remember coming to Badlapur, to the dam. There is a dam nearby. Is there a dam? So that was like a 1 day trip for us, and we used to come over there. And that is the only thing that was there in Badlapur. Badlapur has changed a lot right now. And post that, I would say that when I was in Ulhasnagar, when we were staying in Ulhasnagar, I was very much like uh we were staying in a barrack house where we had lots of space like lots of place in front of our house. We had some pets. My mom was very fond of hens, so we had around 50, 60 hen at home, and we had 4, 5 dogs. We had many plants of guava and all these things. Why I'm telling you all this is because when I shifted to Mumbai, we had only money plants in our house. Okay, because in Mumbai you can't have these kind of spacious houses, right? So when I moved from here to there, it became a very difficult thing in the beginning for me and my brother, because over here uh, we were very close to the nature. So from my house, I could see the Ulhas Nadi flowing, and we could see the mountains. And to play, we used to go to Kailash Mandir because it used to be very hot near my place, and Kailash Mandir used to be the coolest place. Like very. We used to feel like AC out there, so we used to go there to play.
A lot of girls, even today, are told that what they should or shouldn't do. So, did anyone ever tell you that you can't do something just because you were a girl?
Yes, many a times. Why not? They even do it today. So I mean to say, even when you grow up and if you're a woman, sometimes people do come and tell you that this is not you being a woman or a girl, you cannot do this. For example, um, my dad was from technical field. My my grandpa was a carpenter. So I used to watch my grandpa doing some furniture work, nailing or something like that. That used to fascinate me a lot, and I would try to do that. And then my grandma or anybody would say, "अरे वो ते मुलींचं काम नाहीये." They would say it that way. that a girl should not be doing that. Yeah? तू जेवण बनवायला शिक. तू चपाती गोल बनवायला शिक. You know, they would say that you are not supposed to do anything with nails, hammers, or anything, right? Yes, I do agree that if you see physical strength wise, we cannot be compared to the men, but skill wise, there is no gender,
Yeah.
right? These are gender based things. So, what has helped me is, but then my dad was very close to me, and he would say, "Do whatever you want. It's fine. What maximum will happen? You'll hurt yourself. It's fine." And that is how I started doing a lot of things on my own. Like, it's not a big thing, but today, if I have to change a switch or a regulator of a fan, or if I have to fix the latch of the door, or if I have to fix something in the house, right? I can do it. I can do it. I don't have to call an electrician for that. Because what happens? You have to, एक switch खराब हो गया, then you tell, okay, you have to call an electrician, he will come, he will fix it. And what will he do? He will just open, put those wires. We've done physics, we know which is positive, which is negative. We've done it in school, we know that. And we've seen the electrician doing it number of times. You don't need a man to do that. Even a woman can do that. So that is what I feel, that, like, there are times when people will tell a lot of things to you, you can't do it. But yes, you can do it. You need to have that believe in yourself.
Women in leadership often have to fight for themselves or have to do extra hard work. Have you ever noticed that you are not getting the same recognition as your male colleagues?
Yes, Shri, yes, we do. So, in my 25 years of experience, work experience, professional life, we have definitely faced that. I would not say that I never faced it, but that has never stopped me. Yeah, that has never stopped me because that, I considered it to be as a motivation. What we have to do is, what I did was believe in myself. If I have put any idea, or if any of my work is not recognized or not considered, the same task is done by somebody else, and that person gets, because he's a male, he gets appreciation or he gets acknowledged for it. And I might not get. But I didn't give up on that. Did I stop? No, I didn't stop. I didn't. I didn't stop till till it got recognized. Right? So that is what I want to tell you all, that believe in yourself. Have the confidence in your own capabilities. आज नहीं तो कल, कल नहीं तो परसों. They have to give it to you. They have to give the credit. They have to understand where you are. And that is the quality of a leader.
I have seen it too. Our society prefer boys more than girls, even when the girls are just as good. As you said, speaking up for yourself is most important.
Right. Absolutely. You have to speak up for yourself. Nobody else is going to come and talk for you, right?
Yes.
Right? When will you speak up? You will speak up when you yourself believe in yourself.
You have to be strong for that.
Absolutely. You have to be strong. How will you get strength? Look at the mirror. When you look at the mirror, do you see a positive and a strong person? If you yourself cannot relate to those words, that are you strong? Are you confident? If you cannot relate to it, how will the other person give you that value? If you yourself demean yourself, isn't it? It goes for everybody actually. It's not only for girls or boys or only for women. No. Look at the mirror. आप खुद को कैसा देख रहे हो? If you feel that you are not strong, if you do not believe in your capabilities, why will a third person do it for you? So first start talking to yourself that yes, I believe in myself, I believe in my capabilities, and I am strong, and I will grow and develop irrespective others have doubt or they don't support. It does not matter who is supporting you and not.
A lot of girls feel like they are not doing enough for anyone. What will you say to someone who feels like that?
Why should you be enough for anything?
Uh, some girls,
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Like, why should you feel? Because everybody is special. Everybody is special, isn't it?
yes, everyone has a new skills.
Yes, everybody has their own strength.
Yeah.
and weakness. But then, how do you make your weakness into your strength?
You have to learn that.
Absolutely. Yes. So there are many things that I would like to add over here is first of all, do not demean yourself. And you cannot be good always, right? Uh, and you cannot be always successful, right? Failures are a part of life, right? So, and when you say I am not enough for anybody, it is not required to be, you know, perfect always. Can't be perfect. And it cannot be, everything cannot go as per your plan, right? Now, today, if I decided that I have to reach here by 10 o'clock, it did not go as per my plan. Yesterday night, I saw the Google map, it showed me 1 hour 47 minutes. I considered 2 hours 15 minutes. I left early, right? But then the roads were not good, there were barricades, there was traffic. It did not go as per plan. It did not go, right? डिड आई डिसाइड अरे अभी मैं कल रात को देखा तो 2 आवर्स दिखा रहा था अभी 1.25 घंटा दिखा रहा लेट मी कैंसिल द प्लान नो राइट वी डोंट डू दैट सो everything cannot go as per plan so even for you what I would say is when people feel that they are not enough how much ever you do we will never be enough but are you progressing are you growing when you are doing any task where are you after you started it are you behind did you go backward or did you go forward if you're going forward that is the growth and progress look at that don't look that is it enough everybody will do as per their capabilities and first of all you should not be comparing yourself with anybody no comparison I'll tell you why no comparison because everybody is different you all know the fingerprints
Yes.
किसी का मैच होता है oh is it good or bad
That is in.
that is your characteristics that is inbuilt right can I tell that my fingerprints does not match with the celebrity or with my friend so I am bad or I am little less
No, that don't make us less.
absolutely that doesn't make us less so we all have different things that are good in us right so हम enough कभी नहीं होंगे लेकिन हमको ये देखना है कि हम प्रोग्रेस हो रहे हैं या नहीं ग्रोथ हो रही है या नहीं when you have that in mind then doesn't matter and don't give up
Nobody is perfect.
nobody's perfect and nothing can be perfect
Fail. If we failed, then we will learn.
absolutely
Yeah, because failure teaches us more than success.
absolutely right so I'll just add one example over here so what used to happen is when my daughter was younger so when you're in nursery and all ना सबको स्टार मिलते हैं that star and she used to be very happy star मिला star मेरा and I won't say she was very intelligent yes but she was above average child so she would in the beginning of the years ना उसको हमेशा पूरा marks मिलता था full marks okay so then one day she got 1 mark less she got 19 on 20 and she came home and then she's threw her shoes here and there how come I got 1 mark less and things like that and I said you got 1 mark less like full energy like and then I said no Emma you cannot do that you cannot have full marks always but then I realized that she is getting into a wrong competition kind of thing where she wants full marks everywhere so what I started doing is during her exams I would prepare, if there are 5 papers, I would prepare her for only 2 or 3 and send. Prepare करके जाना है 2 पेपर बिना prepare करके जाने and then I used to tell her that without preparation what you've gone that is your actual score because that is what you've learned other everything that you prepared and you went is raw learning right yes getting full marks and all is a good thing but that should not be your benchmark that should not be your benchmark so yes success comes you have to be you have to fail sometimes, you have to take a setback. Yes, you have to do it. वरना फिर सक्सेस का वैल्यू ही नहीं समझेगा ना. अगर हमेशा फुल मार्क्स मिलेगा तो वैल्यू नहीं रहेगा उसका.
That's right.
राइट.
Yeah.
यस.
So you have worked at Vodafone, Pearson, British Council, and now ATS India. So was it hard to change between different jobs?
Yes, difficult. So it is definitely difficult. It is not an easy thing to do because everywhere you go, you have to you have good new responsibilities. You have more expectations. You have to prove yourself again. And I would say that last 15 years I have been in the education field, but before that, wherever I worked, they were totally different industries. Like Vodafone, what we like. Yes, you mentioned Vodafone, but when I joined Vodafone was Orange. Do you all know that?
No, you told us.
So it was first Max Touch, then Orange, then it became Hutch, then it became Hutch SR, then it became Vodafone. So when I joined in 1999, that time it was Max Touch.
Okay.
Okay. So that was the time when incoming call was 32 rupees per minute and outgoing call was 64 rupees per minute. So when it started, and SMS was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, SMS was 5 rupees.
Oh,
So if you have to send a SMS to anybody, that was the charges that they would charge.
everyone would have sent SMS only.
Yeah. Yeah, but so so that was the time. So that industry was totally different. I joined at that was my first MNC job. Then I joined over there. Then I was there for 6 years. I joined in the call center first. So it was not that I was always at a good position or a good thing, like at a higher position. Yes, I joined at a call center. जो y'all when we call now ना कि मैम मेरा ये plan change करो kind of, you know. So that kind of a work in 99 I started with. And then I moved on to a different so I was in UK for around 1.5 2 years. um I'd gone for work related only for 2 years, and then I came back. Then I joined a company in India which is Prudential. It was an insurance company. So if you see, then I was in telecom. Then I took a break. I took a break also because that time my baby was born. My daughter was born in that life. So I took a break, 2.5 years break. Then I joined Prudential UK, which was insurance for third party. So we used to cater to the UK clients. So that was my experience over there. Then after that, I came into education, which is when I joined British Council. So British Council has definitely all these industries were different. Everywhere the skill sets required were different. You know, skills were different. You had to learn. It was challenging. You had to prove yourself. But that did not let me down or pulled me down. The reason being that I always believed that this will upskill me. So this thing did not pull me down, or these challenges did not hit me badly. The reason being that I always thought that whenever I change a job or I go over there, I will get to learn new things. I will grow. Whatever past experiences I have or the knowledge that I have, that can be implemented and improvised, right? And of course, we have to keep on improvising ourselves. We have to develop new skills. We have to upskill ourselves. We have to know what is happening in the world, and we have to grow accordingly. So these changes of jobs added a lot of value added things. When I look back now, I feel that each step of my professional journey is shaped up really well because I have experienced almost all industries, no good industries, like. So I'm happy about that.
That is really one of most important lesson. Many you have worked in many industries, right? I will like to go out of the platform. Could you tell me about one of your hobbies like riding bike when you gone to Ladakh?
Okay. Ah, all right. So riding bike is not my hobby, to be honest, but it was in my bucket list कि मुझे लद्दाख जाना और लद्दाख में मुझे वो रॉयल एनफील्ड. Okay. Now, if you see my structure, it's very lean. it will not suit the Royal Enfield as such. But then how did I do it? So what I did is I was surfing through the internet to find out things, and I found out that there's a lady called as Amruta. She has a institute called as Women on Wheels. She teaches law. So her agenda is to teach women ride two wheelers, geared as well as non-geared. So she teaches to. She has a team of women who teach other women to ride a scooter. So she has various batches in various places in Mumbai, like Dadar, Lalbagh, and all these places. She has in Navi Mumbai. So she has a lot of these group of women who teach them. So I went to her and I said, "Ki I want to learn to ride a bike." So my only question was, I'm very short. Will I be able to? So she showed me one video of one lady who was much shorter than me. Oh, and she was riding the heaviest bike. And I told her, I don't want to ride a bike in Mumbai. I want to go to Ladakh and ride a bike. So she said that only in Ladakh. I said, yes, I will learn it here, but my bucket list is to go over there and ride. Even for a couple of kilometers, I'm okay with it. So she was very helpful. She helped me learn the geared bike, the Royal Enfield, for within 4 hours. I already knew to ride a bicycle. So actually, that does not matter. If you want to learn a two wheeler, you even if you don't know cycling, you can still learn a scooty or a this. So yes, just pre-COVID, I did a solo trip to Ladakh.
Solo.
Okay. Yes, a solo. Okay. So I was also shocked because this was the first time that I will do a solo trip. And when we talk about Ladakh, the climate is very extreme, right? But I had heard that it is one of the safest places to go. And the best thing about this solo trip that I did was I went there without any bookings. So I had not booked anything. I just thought, let me just go and explore. Sometimes what happens on the internet when you see वो होटल बहुत ब्यूटीफुल लगता है सब अच्छा दिखता है वो जाके पता चलता है कुछ और ही है so like I thought वैसे ही अकेले जा रहे हैं तो doesn't matter, let me go and see. And everybody knows that Ladakh is very safe, so that never came into my mind that about being unsafe or yes, but the weather or whether the climate condition and things like that, and going alone over there, yeah, it was scary. I was really scared about that, but then I said no, let's try.
Give it a try.
Yeah, so let's give it a try. So then I went over there. Then the moment I got from the at the airport, uh, I got a very nice driver. He was so kind. He was so um, it was just out of the world. Like he was very humble and like when I told him that I have come here without booking, and like he said, "मैम मैं आपको बहुत अच्छी जगह लेके जाता हूँ." And then he took me to a homestay. Oh my God, it was beautiful. It was a wonderful experience that I got. And then he was there with me for all these days, and he helped me get a bike when I went from Leh to Nubra on the way. Yes, he helped me to get a like a two wheeler to ride it. So I rode. पहले मैंने सोचा था कि मेरे से नहीं होगा because those roads are not those normal अपना concrete वाला roads नहीं है. Those are with pebbles and things like that, and I was little scared about that. But then yes, then I said I can do it. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा what I did was, I'll just add to this. I asked him, Tenzing, his name was Tenzing, the driver. I said, Tenzing, यहाँ से hospital कितना लूँगी? हॉस्पिटल तो दूर है, बट मैं आपको पहुँचा दूँगा। सा आई सेड, "तेंजिंग, अगर मैं गिर-विर गई, कुछ हाथ-वाथ टूटा तो प्लीज़ मुझे जल्दी से जल्दी पहुँचाना, ओके?" तो फिर बोल रहा है, "मैडम आप बिल्कुल फ़िक्र मत करो, आप गिरोगी भी नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं होगा।" तो लाइक लाइक आई डिड इट दैट वे, एंड देन फर्स्ट आई डिसाइडेड टू गो फॉर ओनली 1 किलोमीटर्स और 2 किलोमीटर्स, बट देन आई वेंट 15 किलोमीटर्स. I wrote, and it was amazing. The only thing I will say is my problem that I faced while riding the Royal Enfield was because of my height. मेरा पैर नहीं पहुंचता ना नीचे जल से, मतलब you I had to wear proper boots and things like that. But then जैसे नॉर्मल हाइट वाला बंदा अगर एक छोटा टर्न ले सकता है तो वही थोड़ा मुझे लंबा टर्न लेना पड़ता है, अदरवाइज आई वॉज ओके. And this weight of the bike and all, see, what I always feel is this bikes or anything na, they take care of us. You just need to understand the how to handle it. So yes, but then in Mumbai I was not able to ride this like I ride a Activa, but I can't ride a Royal Enfield because the roads are very narrow and things like that. Here I'll also add one more thing. चलो, लेह लद्दाख की तो बात है ही. I did amazing over there. It was beautiful and it was a solo trip. It was, like after that, lots of my friends who were scared, they all started doing solo trips. And that made me feel proud of myself. Okay, मैं किसी के पर को नहीं सके. कोई तो मुझे देख के travel कर रहा है. Like that is how it started. But then yes, we had a really nice time when I went to Ladakh. Now I'll just tell you about the bike thing that I mentioned to you, that when you are traveling or when you are riding. So of course there was no judgments over there when I was in Ladakh. But then in Mumbai, when you are doing it, no, Mumbai or anywhere, I always get to hear, many a times, वो लड़की गाड़ी चला रही है ना, अभी प्रॉब्लम होएगा.
हाँ.
Isn't it? ऐसा होता है ना, अरे ती मुलगी चालवते ना, आता ती राईट सांगते लेफ्टला जाईल, अरे ती लेफ्ट सांगते राईट. And then even when I'm sitting with my family members, they will say, अरे देवा, आता ती मुलगी चालवते, आता आपल्याला खूप जास्त कॉशियसली चालवावं लागेल. Right? But then I have a kind of, when I speak to my brother or my cousins or anybody, I just ask them one question, how long are you guys driving? So they will say that they are riding or driving. So if they are riding, most of the boys start riding scooter bikes by the age of 16,
Yes.
right? And if they are driving and all, their family gives them the car between 18 to 20 if they have a car. If in the same household there is a girl, they will not. Even if the brother is 16-year-old and the sister is 18 years old, the parents will tell the boy, जा दीदी को छोड़ के आ. Right? Yeah. That is one example. Then another example would be this, that if you are now traveling, you are planning to go somewhere out, you're going with your brother, you also know to drive. Okay, a car, you also have a license, you know to drive. But when your brother and you are going, or your father and you are going, brother will say, आज गाड़ी भाई चलाए, भाई चलाए, right? Sister को नहीं बोल, मतलब the girl will not care. Father is going, तू बस बाजूला मी चालवतो, right? Once you get married, husband will say, मैं साइड सीट पे नहीं बैठेगा, मैं चलाएगा. So what happens is, the boys get a longer time or more time to drive than a girl, right? When does a girl get in today's world? That is what I'm just generalizing. Okay, I'm not telling about a particular thing, but I'm just generally telling. A girl gets to drive or ride a bike or a car only post she's 30, once she has kids, when she has to go and drop them to the school and bring them back.
Only for work purpose.
Only for work purpose. And that is the time people will say, अरे तू गाड़ी शिकली ना? Then they will remember you learned turn driving, right? And that is when they will tell. किसी को अगर if we have parents, in-laws, then they will tell, इनको हॉस्पिटल लेके जाना है, लेके आना है, यहाँ जाना है, मैं तो ऑफिस जा रहा हूँ, you do this, you do that, right? That is the time they. But see, a boy starts driving or riding by 16. A girl gets it after 28-30. आपके पास एक्सपीरियंस ज़्यादा होगा ना,
Yeah.
आपने 10,000 से ज़्यादा किलोमीटर चलाया होगा ना एज अ बॉय. Whereas a woman, she starts later on. So of course she will be not at par with you. But don't consider her to be less, because she's a multitasker.
Yeah.
Women is more stronger than men.
Absolutely, women are more stronger because they've done so many. They are multitasking, right? They are multitasking. They are doing so many things, right? Just generally, I don't have the what do you say statistics or anything, बट मैंने न्यूज़पेपर में भी बॉयज़ के एक्सीडेंट ज़्यादा देखे लड़के isn't it? So I think we are safe drivers as well. Even if we are giving wrong signals, we don't matter. It doesn't matter. But as it is, men also listen to Siri and Alexa only, no? Right? The directions are given by women only. I think they are the only women whom the men listen to for directions, you know. You know, for directions, they will only listen to two women, one like Alexa, Siri. Now, recently, I think they have started the men. I think the women are using the men voice notes. Men are still stuck with Siri, the female version of Google and Siri. Just that's jokes apart. But that is what I would like to say that yes, driving becomes difficult. But what I would suggest is all parents or y'all learn and y'all don't give up. The girls should not give up. Y'all when y'all are 18, y'all should have your license. Learning license, proper license. And ensure, I'm not saying be disrespectful to your family, but suggest them. Let me drive today. And you as a male or as a man, I would say that you have to support the other person. कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता है बाजू की सीट में सीट बेल्ट पहन के बैठने से अगर आपके पास एक्सेलरेटर और वो स्टीयरिंग नहीं है कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता है आप बैठ सकते हो आराम से यू नो लेट देम ड्राइव लेट देम लर्न इट्स नॉट गोना मेक अ डिफरेंस
just one time.
yes and one more thing like it is such a good thing if your partner or if your sister knows to drive if you are going for a long drive let her drive for some time you drive for some time it's good
So then both get equal experience.
इक्वल एक्सपीरियंस एंड रेस्ट भी मिलेगा ना
Hmm.
रेस्ट भी मिलेगा
If you are sleepy, you can sleep at side seat.
So we see many women working, whether it's a teacher, doctor, or even our own mothers juggling so many things at once. So how do you handle work, home, and still manage to keep going without getting exhausted?
oh that's wrong I get exhausted we do get exhausted we are not superhumans we are just humans like you right we are just humans like anybody else we get exhausted but yes we have a I feel that I work a little bit strategically or I discipline myself by planning things in advance yeah ensuring to make things happen I make a to-do list what I have to do I plan it properly not all my plans go as per the plans okay but that does not mean that agar kuch plan se nahi hua as I mentioned earlier if it does not happen I do not give up I said okay fine everything cannot be perfect kuch reh jayega reh sakta hai it is not a big thing like for example when we go for a trip or Leh Ladakh sab le liya hand gloves nahi liya right and I told you I make a to do list I make a list menu everything we do but wo reh gaya but that I cannot keep on telling myself how can you forget how can you do that no I can't do that we can get it over there fine
We are humans, we can make mistakes.
but don't give up over there and when I talk about exhausted or getting exhausted for these all multitasking and things like that I understand one thing that we have to be kind to yourself you cannot punish yourself for missing out on something you are human you can get exhausted be kind rest take a break yeah you should have a good support system around you create a support system see a support system does not need to be your family member
Yeah, your friends are also a family.
your friends are also your family right you can take their help किसी से हेल्प लेने से हम कम नहीं होंगे यू डोंट हैव टू प्रूव एनीबडी दैट एज यू सेड am I enough no I won't be enough I will need somebody's support sometimes we take paid support yes right we take paid support sometimes we ask some support from somebody that does not mean that you are lesser than anybody be kind to yourself that is what I would say and you can get support from you have to build that supporting system so अगर ये टाइम पे मेरे को ये बंदे ने हेल्प किया है इस बंदी ने हेल्प किया है तो हाँ गुड राइट नेक्स्ट टाइम take somebody else's and also be available to support others without any expectations.
Even if they expect, you don't expect from them.
Right? But accept help. As I was saying that we need to accept help. I'll just give you an example about myself. Like, I have a very good support system. So, since the time my daughter was born, I had a nanny who was taking care of my daughter. So she was very loving. She's very loving. She's still with us. Uh, she's my lifeline. So I cannot imagine myself without her. Right? So she is one of the most wonderful human that I have met in my life, and she's not only loving towards me, but then she's loving towards my whole family. Like, she considers, like, of course, now because she stayed with us for 16, 17 years, she's part of my family right now. But uh, I won't I won't shy from saying this on this podcast today, that I won't be shocked if my daughter loves her more. Yeah, and she is very close to my daughter as well, because uh, m- my daughter opens up to her very well. If she has to complain about me, she will, "Mama nahi aa जा सकेला माझ्या बरोबर," like that. So yeah, she is my life support. My mom, my sister-in-law. Uh, I have very good circle of friends. I have girlfriends who are very supportive. Whenever I'm low, whenever I'm down, they're always there. I have many 3 a.m. friends. And like, it's really nice to have friends like that. Uh, Gender does not matter to me. I have many male friends also who very selflessly are available to me, are supporting. Big support, or the thing that I don't get exhausted, is my daughter. She is my inspiration. She is my life. She's my lifeline. She Everything that I am today is for her. And she so we look very similar, like, like, if maybe during the later on during the podcast, you can add a picture or something. So she looks very similar to me. And what happens with her is, uh, you know when people tell me that you both are carbon copy, you both look alike and things like that, I tell them we look alike, but she is much, much, much more stronger than me. I derive a lot of inspiration and strength from her. You know, she understands a lot of things that I. So for me, age does not matter who is supporting me. Gender does not matter who is supporting. And I don't shy away from taking support. I don't shy away from taking support. Right? So that is what I come back to the same point. You will get exhausted, you will get tired, but you have to plan properly. Accept help. Yeah? Let it come from anybody. Take help. Let it be for your mental well being, for your health, anything. Take help from anybody. That does not make you less. Alright? And that is, taking help is a sign of a good leader. If you're taking help, does not mean that you cannot be a leader.
Thanks for showing us it is okay to discover new things and it is okay to take support and give support without expectations.
That is true. My mother also supports me a lot and still helps me with my studies and manages so many things at once. But as you said, she needs time for herself. I think sometimes we forget that women don't have to do everything alone.
Absolutely. They don't have to do everything alone. As I said earlier as well, that they have to take support, and taking support does not make them weak.
They are also human.
Absolutely. We are also human.
So, if you had to tell young girls top 3 skills they need to become a strong leader, what would they be?
3 important things that they need is, first, First is confidence. Second is resilience. Resilience will be never give up attitude. And the third would be good communication skills. Right? The first thing is when I say confidence, confidence will give them an idea about believing in themselves, doing things on by themselves, accepting how they are. Right? You cannot compare yourself with anybody else. When you start comparing yourself with others, you will lose confidence. So have belief in yourself. Develop good qualities, good habits in yourself that will automatically give you confidence. Upskill yourself. Learn new things. That will also give you confidence in front of multiple people. Yeah. Gain as much knowledge as possible. That will help you gain confidence. Then, never give up attitude, resilience. The failures are there, a part of life. There will be setbacks. There will be people who will doubt in your capabilities. Never give up on that. Let them doubt. Don't create self doubt.
If we create self-doubt, we will be down.
Absolutely. Don't create a self doubt because that will be the worst thing to happen. Right? And never give up on anything. There will be so many times there will be failures in our life. Use those failures as stepping stones. Use those failures as stepping stones. Unless and until you fail, you will not understand what success is. Right? Again, the more you fail, the better leader you become. Why? Because you know both sides now. कि ये करने से मैं गिर जाऊंगा, ये करने से मैं ऊपर आऊंगा. Right? It's a good thing. So you'll become a good leader. Failures will make you a good leader. But failures पे रुकना नहीं है. You have to take corrective actions to progress towards the success. Right? The third point, effective communications. Right? The effective communication will be what? To put forward your thought in the right way. If I know something, but if I'm not able to tell you what I have to say, that knowledge or that knowing does not help. Right? Effective communication also means that if you have knowledge and you are rude, it does not serve the purpose. Because सामने वाला अगर आप रूडली बात करते हो तो सामने वाला आपकी बात सुनेगा नहीं. या तो वो टूट जाएगा, राइट? या तो वो वहां से चला जाएगा, बोलेगा इसका नहीं सुनना है मेरे को, ये बहुत रूडली बात करते हैं. मे बी रूडली बात करो लेकिन राइट बात कर रहे, बट इट इज रूड. Not required. You don't have to do that. Yeah. If you have to be a good leader, you have to be inspirational to your team, to your colleagues, to your friends, to your family. Right?
That is a very important lesson. Leadership is not just about talent. It is about confidence, talent, and they always ready to take opportunities.
Absolutely.
So ATS conducts TFL and GRE, which help students study abroad. So what is your advice for the students who are willing to study internationally but are unsure?
See, being unsure is absolutely fine. At this age, I understand. Even I was unsure about even I would have been in the same position. But then, as mentioned about TOEFL and GRE, so TOEFL is one of the assessments that a candidate takes when they are planning to go abroad. There is a English proficiency test that they have to take. Now, what is the reason behind it is that when you're going to study abroad, the universities or the institutes out there want to know what is your level of English, so that when you come to study in our institute, will you be able to decipher or understand what the professors and teachers are teaching you? Will you be able to cope up with the studies? That is the reason they would like to know. Why we need to take it? Because this is not our first language. This is not our mother tongue. So today there is a possibility that lots of households in their house, they speak English language. They speak, but we are not native speakers. We are not native speakers. So we have to tell the universities or institutes what is the level of my English language. I cannot tell them ki uh, I know. How will you tell them how much English do you know, right? Unless and until they do a assessment, right? Now in assessment there are 4 skills that are any language, right? There are 4 skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. 4 skills are there. Okay. Out of these, 2 are input skills and 2 are output skills. Which are the 2 input skills? Can you just tell me? Listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Which are the 2 input and which are the 2 output?
Writing and writing and speaking will be output. Reading and listening will be input.
Yes. Right? So what does that mean? That you have to start first reading and listening. Will you have a output without input?
No.
No. I'll give you another very layman example. अपने घर पे पानी का टंकी रहता है ना,
हाँ.
अगर आप उसमें पानी नहीं भरोगे तो नल में पानी आएगा? और मैंने नल सोने का लगाया तो भी आएगा? नहीं आएगा ना, इनपुट ही नहीं है, right? Now with our generation right now, what is happening is there is no we are not concentrating more on the input. We are expecting output,
Direct output.
right? We don't do a lot of listening. We don't do a lot of reading. Reading has reduced a lot nowadays, reading has reduced a lot. Everybody wants, see, everybody's attention span is also gone down. How long is a reel? Instagram
60 seconds, I guess.
15, 30, right? Tell me honestly, first 3 seconds में decide करते हैं ना ये reel देखने का कि नहीं?
Yeah.
You're scrolling. First 3 seconds you decide if you want to watch it or not. अंदर का content मालूम ही नहीं है क्या है. But in first 3 seconds, because that is the attention span or that is the visual intelligence that kids are having now, or anybody, not even kids, even myself, I would say. In first 3-4 seconds only I will decide if I want to watch it or not, right? So reading skills you need to develop. Once you develop that, then your attention span will come back. Otherwise your attention span will just go on, it will go on reducing. So start reading more. The more you read, the more you will able to write. Okay? And you will be able to write correct. I'll just give you all one example. Our brain works on images, right? Images. I'll tell you my childhood story. Maybe you all had a different childhood story, but stories. We had that story of that thirsty crow.
Yes.
I don't remember the content of the story. कि उसमें क्या लिखा था वो याद नहीं, लेकिन ना मेरे को आज भी वो बाल भारती बुक का है ना वो पिक्चर याद है. वो क्रो ना एक पेबल लेके आता है और वो पॉट पे बैठा, वो पिक्चर मेरे को एकदम क्लियरली मालूम. So what I'm trying to tell you is our mind registers the pictures faster. Pictures can be anything, right? It can be alphabets, it can be words. So when you read more, then you will remember the spellings. So when you write down, when you write a spelling, like suppose receipt का spelling होता है, I पहले आता है कि E पहले आता है, right? That is where people received होता है, receipt होता है, तो उसमें I पहले आता है कि E पहले आता है, वो बहुत लोगों का spelling mistakes होता है. When you write it down, your brain starts working as per image and it says कि ये wrong spelling है, इधर I पहले आएगा, E बाद में आएगा.
That I have experienced too.
Right?
Hmm.
Another story I'll tell you about this same thing, about image, is the मराठी हिंदी में वो फर्स्ट ई आना चाहिए, सेकेंड ई आना चाहिए.
Yes.
उधर एग्जाम में जाने के बाद याद नहीं आता है ना, वर्ड याद है अपने को, हिंदी आता है, मराठी आता है, तो हम लिख देते. लिखने के बाद असं लागतं अरे हे पाणीचं नाही इथे पाहिजे की इथे पाहिजे. इथे लिहिलेलं असेल ना पण मी असं नाही पाहिलंय बुकमध्ये असं पाहिलंय. देन यू कट अँड देन यू पुट इट बॅक.
Yes.
You don't know the spelling, you know the image. How will you register that image? You will register that image only if you do a lot of reading. इसीलिए मराठी अच्छा नहीं जाता है लिखने का एग्जाम, बिकॉज अपने को बोलने को आता है,
लिखते नहीं यार.
नहीं आता है क्योंकि हम पढ़ते भी नहीं है ना, राइट? सो दैट इज द थिंग. So always I tell candidates or whom I meet or whenever I do sessions, I tell them that do a lot of reading. If you do reading, then you will be able to write. If you do a lot of listening, then you will be able to do speaking. Because listening में तुमको उसका pronunciation समझ में आए. कौन से जगह पे हमको स्ट्रेस देना है, जैसा FEEL feel, FILL fill, right? Makes a difference.
Yeah.
That is how. LIVE is what?
Live.
LIVE is life also. When to use it as life and when to use it as live. Only if you listen to the conversations. I was watching a live telecast. But same thing when you are reading it, you can end up reading that I was watching a live telecast. Right? Because you're reading it. But when you are listening, you will come to know where you are using it as a live and where you're going to use it as live. Then when to use LEAVE leave and when to use LIVE leave. Right? Unless and until you do a lots of reading and listening, you will not be able to do the output. So that is where TOEFL comes into picture, where we have lot of content, lot of material available to students, so that when they go to a foreign country for higher studies, they are ready and prepared. Always remember, language tests, language assessments are always, the results are valid only for 2 years. Do you all know why it will be for 2 years? It's okay if you all don't know. I am little confident you all don't know.
No.
No idea.
But when I tell you, you will know that, अरे ये तो मैंने सोचा ही नहीं. ठीक है. Now, so this is not a certification. These are scorecards. Okay, so this is a report card. So the report says that it is valid for 2 years. It is a language test. So always remember one thing. Any language that you learn, if you do not use it for more than 2 years, you will lose the proficiency level. If you use it more, your language proficiency will improve. I'll give you my example. I'm from Ulhasnagar, born over there, stayed there for 12 years. My neighbors were Bengalis. Right? There are many Bengalis out there. My house was near Kali Mata temple, वहाँ के पास में था. So I had lots of neighbors who were Bengalis. I was speaking Bengali very fluently. Then I moved to Mumbai. I did not speak. There was not even a single Bengali in my neighborhood. Not even a single. I stopped using it. So my proficiency level dropped. Like now I can only understand. I cannot speak fluently. Right? However, my Gujarati improved because my neighbors were Gujarati. You getting?
Well,
So that is how it happens. That is the reason the scorecards are valid for 2 years. The more you use, you will improve your speaking skills. The less you use, it will go down. Right? That is the reason whenever you are planning to study abroad, whenever you are planning to go, you have to take at least 1 year before or the test 1 year before that. It will help you prepare for it. Then comes GRE. GRE is a test which is for students who are planning to go for masters and post graduations. Whereas TOEFL is an English assessment which everybody has to take. It is an English language test. Whereas GRE is a test for maths and English. And that is taken for candidates who want to go for higher education, for masters and PG. So that will not be applicable for St. Anthony students right now. Only after you complete your graduation, GRE will be applicable. But if anybody is planning for undergrad studies, that is after 12th standard, they want to go and study abroad, they have to take a TOEFL test before going abroad. So that will help them. There is a lot of material available. As I told you all that I have got these books also for your students. I've left some books out there. You like I have told your sir to distribute it amongst the students who are interested. This has all the sample test. It has QR code scanners. You can make notes over here. Then the QR code scan, you can listen to the audio. You can record yourself. And that is how the sample tests are mentioned over here. You can have a look at the book as well. What are the offers? Which countries accept it? So TOEFL is accepted by more than 13,500 institutes globally and in more than 165 countries. It is one of the the oldest test English language assessment that we have. Do you know how old is ETS, the organization?
No.
No.
It is as old as our independence. So it was established in 1947. So, yes, there are many other tests also available in the market, but you have to see what is the best that suits you,
Yes.
right? Uh, you also have to see the acceptance, where it is accepted more. So, your avenues of application widens up. अगर कोई चीज़ सिर्फ एक ही जगह पे जैसा फॉर एग्जांपल सॉरी आई एम गिविंग एन एग्जांपल अगेन ऑफ लेह लद्दाख फॉर एग्जांपल वहाँ जाने के लिए मुझे फर जैकेट लेना पड़ेगा राइट सो आई टेक अ फर जैकेट एंड इनसाइड आई टेक अदर क्लोथिंग्स एज वेल लाइक टी शर्ट्स एंड ऑल बट देन इफ आई वांट टू यूज दैट जैकेट only in Ladakh or only in cold places, can I use that in Maharashtra? No, or we will boil. Yes, this isn't it? So उसका एक्सेप्टेंस यहाँ नहीं है तो व्हाट वी कैन डू इज वी कैन पिक अप समथिंग लाइक यहाँ पे अपने को यू नो लाइक दोज मटेरियल जैकेट्स जो रेनी सीजन में भी हम यूज कर सकते हैं दोज कैन बी यूज्ड इन लेह लद्दाख ऑल्सो राइट सो व्हाट वी विल डू अरे यहाँ पे बारिश तो होती है बॉम्बे में बहुत सारी यू नो इन महाराष्ट्र इट रेन्स अ लॉट सो we can take that material. So what did we do that it will serve the purpose? Both the places, right?
Yeah.
फर जैकेट लाऊंगी तो बैग में ही रह जाएगा पता नहीं मैं नेक्स्ट इंटरनेशनल ट्रिप कब करूंगी मैं कब नेक्स्ट टाइम लद्दाख जाऊंगा लद्दाख तो हर ऐसा तो नहीं है कि हम बैग उठाए और चले गए राइट इट डजंट हैपन लाइक दैट सो that is what I meant to say is you have to understand the purpose of the test and why you're taking it right and how it is going to help you उसका acceptance ज़्यादा है so take that test where you can apply in many universities and many institutes and it is accepted by everybody there are some tests which are accepted less so why to take that test अगर वो कम जगह पर accepted है तो वो क्यों लेना है जो ज़्यादा जगह पर accepted है वो लेंगे
Lot of students feel like they have to be a perfect student to get into an international university, but it is actually about having a unique story and confidence to pursue it.
Absolutely. So, I totally agree with you that uh, we sometimes we come from this tier 2, tier 3 cities. No, we have that inhibition in our mind that, you know, मैं नहीं जा पाऊंगा, I will not be able to. It is nothing as such. You prepare yourself, you kind of get some guidance, professional guidance, do a lot of research, and you will come to know, Arey, it is so simple. Even I can do it. Yeah, because I'll tell you something, one example I'll give you. So, I handle lot of market out here, right? Like, I go to small cities, I go to big cities. But I would shy away to say this that the tier 2 and tier 3 students are more focused and sorted than the tier 1s. Because these people want to grow and do something and prove something. right? So that will help you all a lot. So do a lot of research. Try to find out which course. First, you try to do some research on yourself. मुझे क्या करना है, right? Now, many a times what happens, we feel that, currently some courses are very famous, like AI, ML. सबको AI करने का है, सबको साइबर सिक्योरिटी में जाने का है, राइट? बट आपके पहले भी बहुत सारे बैचेस में निकले हैं ना बच्चे. जस्ट सी, यू हैव टू एनालाइज दैट बाय द टाइम आई बिकम अ ग्रेजुएट और बाय द टाइम आई कंप्लीट माई 12th, तब कौन सा फील्ड इम्पोर्टेंट रहेगा, राइट? ग्रेजुएट होने के बाद आप काम पे जाओगे ना, तभी आपको कौन सा स्किल यूज होगा, उसका रिसर्च आपको आज करना है. एंड डू यू हैव इंटरेस्ट इन इट, येस और नो? Then jot down those points. Find out where those courses happen. Then we can go ahead with it. Right? So that is one thing very important. Take mentor help. Take help from people who are already into study abroad, who are already studying abroad. Right? Take helps from your teachers. They will definitely help you. And I'm of course there. I can come and do some kind of sessions with you all. I can tell you all how we can go ahead, how to do things. We can do that. It's not a problem.
That makes sense. The earlier we start prepare for the future, the better opportunities we will get in future.
So, for students at St. Anthony's who are willing to study into abroad, where should they start from?
Uh, See, as I covered a couple of points in my earlier answer as well, that first thing is you all have to start understanding where you want to go. Do some homework on that. Try to find out what are the scholarships available, how to arrange for the finances, how to shortlist institute where you want to go. First, you'll have to shortlist what program you want to go for, which country you want to go for. So, all these things need to be done. And before that, you have to make up your mind where you want to go and what you want to do. Once that is sorted, you have to do a lot of research on that. While doing the research, you can jot down the points and then you can sit with a mentor or a counselor who will then guide you how to go about it. Here, there are lots of other things also come into picture, is that if you know somebody who is already studying abroad or who is gone abroad, you can have a conversation with them, understand what they are looking for. But always remember one thing, you have to start building a good profile from now if you want to study abroad. Study abroad, actually, over there, they actually don't look at only your academics. They also see your overall persona, what you have done in your life. Are you an asset to the society? It's not only academic, right? I might get 97, 98%, but maybe I'm not a good team person, right? I need to develop those things. How do I show I'm a team person? I will be participating in a lot of team activities, participating in sports, having a lot of good friend circle. What do you do with your friends, your hobbies and things like that? All these things add to your profile when you are planning to study abroad. So you have to start developing at an earlier stage. The earlier you start, the easier your application process will become. You have to then decide what assessments you have to take, what kind of certifications you will need, how to file them properly and keep them properly, and then submit it at that time. The counselors are there. There are study abroad counselors who help in doing all these things. You can do it by yourself also if there is a proper documentation list and all is given to you. You have teachers, you have lots of people around you who can mentor you and guide you about all these things. And of course, I am there. So if y'all need anything, y'all can get in touch with me.
Does TOEFL and GRE help financially disadvantaged students get scholarship?
What I would say is, basis TOEFL and GRE score, you will be eligible for scholarships. So there are many private governments who offer these scholarships for study abroad. However, the criteria will be the score of TOEFL and GRE. There would be one criteria where they will require. So if you score good in these assessments, yes, you will be eligible for that. I will definitely be sharing some links with your sir so that he can share it with you all, or he can share it with the students who are planning to go abroad. Yes, you are eligible for scholarships from Fulbright and DAAD. There are many scholarships that you can get. You can get 100% scholarship. You can get partial scholarships. So right now, TOEFL is also running one scholarship, global scholarship contest. But it is for candidates who are in their third and fourth year of graduations. Unfortunately, you all are too young, right? But yes, I will share that link with just one so that he can share it with the candidates who can share it with other needy people, if needy candidates, if they want to appear for that. So the total scholarship is of 1,30,000. The first prize is 50,000, second and third is 25, like that. They have to just fill up one. They have to give a test of 30 minutes test, and they don't even have to take a TOEFL or GRE. They just have to take that test and they will be eligible for a scholarship. Later on, they can decide if they want to take a GRE or TOEFL, but a scholarship will be given to them. That contest is till the 31st of March. We will share the QR code and all with your map, and we can share it with the candidates. So yes, scholarships. If you take this test, you are eligible for lots of scholarships.
We will definitely try for the scholarship, and I hope our school and other school students will try too. By the way, I have a one question for you. Women's Day is celebrated everywhere, right? So, what does it personally means to you?
Okay, here we come to the question. So, see, for me, what I feel is Women's Day should not be a one day thing in a year. You know, I would feel that every day we need to support each other. Every day we need to say thank you and appreciate the women in our lives. Right now, as I said that earlier as well, that there are these key women in my life, and I would like to say thank you to them. One is my mom, then my support system that I told, her name is Aruna, my daughter, my friends. These all people, I would like to appreciate them every day. So on a Women's Day, what would I do is, I would, so someone did this to me a long time back, a couple of years back, is uh, they send me a postcard. Nowadays, who sends a postcard? So that friend of mine, he sent me a postcard by saying thank you and appreciate you being a part of my life. Yeah? And like I was really shocked. And he said that women are integral part of this this world. So they mean a lot. They are the support system for a lot of things. Right? So he wanted to appreciate it that way. So a handwritten postcard came to me, a postman with brown uniform. Like, I'm thinking postman. ये टाइम पे पोस्टमैन अमेजोन वाला आता है, फ्लिपकार्ट आता है, पोस्टमैन कहाँ से आ गई? मेरे को किसने कार्ड भेजा है? Like that. So then I got a postcard from that, and like I was really shocked that I got a postcard. So I would love to do something like that on a Women's Day. And generally, otherwise, I would say that yes, what we can do otherwise is support the women, support women who women run businesses, read books written by women, get inspired by women in spite of whatever strata they come from. We don't have to get inspiration from women who are only at a leadership position. There can be somebody who is just running a, I would say, a dosa stall or a vada pav stall. She also should be an inspiration.
She's doing something.
She's doing something. Support her. Why not? Support a woman driver. Even if she is giving you a wrong signal, support her. और या तो वन डे अप्रिसिएशन नहीं होना चाहिए, आपको उनको रोज अप्रिशिएट करना है, क्योंकि वो रोज आपके लिए कुछ ना कुछ करते हैं. A mother doesn't take a holiday. I don't think so. Right? Isn't it? Look at your teachers. Like they do so many things. They are handling so many things. They're handling their family, they're traveling, they're coming here and handling you all. I can't handle one single child at home. Right? And the teachers are handling 50, 60 in one classroom. Oh my God, that is the biggest challenging job I feel. I always feel. And then the more challenging job is principal. 1000 बच्चों को देखते क्या? And like, oh my God, it's so challenging. It's really challenging. And I think we need to appreciate them every day and we have to support them. We have to support them. As I said, that especially women run businesses and things like that. And if you have a boss who is a female, you need to support her. Even a woman needs to support her female boss. Many a times what happens is you have male subordinates, they don't want to take instructions from a female boss. I think that is where you need to understand that gender biasness should not come. Yes, we should celebrate Women's Day every day. And thank you to all the women in my life.
It is really incredible to see how much effort and dedication it takes to go from a small town to a position like yours. Thank you for sharing your thoughts to us, and I will definitely include these thoughts in my future journey.
Thank you very much for inviting me over here. And it was lovely being a part of this podcast. Meeting you all was a wonderful thing. Thank you so much for being a lovely host.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. To everyone listening, whether you are a parent, a student, or a future leader, let us celebrate the strong women in our life. Let it be your mother, sister, or your teacher. And always remember, no dreams are too big. We can achieve anything with our hard work.
Bounce.